Hello and welcome back to a brand new vlog. My name is Orion and I make videos every single Wednesday and Sunday and post them at 6 p.m. where we are currently in the process of renovating a home and turning it from this into this. Before I go too crazy into today's vlog, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of the feedback, comments and support for like the last vlog showcasing this. I still can't quite believe how well this has all come together. But this is only one half of a bedroom. We still need to finish off Jess's craft room. Jess is currently organising things and putting things away. I have also got a brand new radiator to install because we don't have any radiators. So hopefully this thing keeps us nice and warm because it gets very cold in the winter. Then I need to do some tidying up with electrics because I've got cables kind of loosely hanging out in these cupboards. I'm thinking of actually building like an MDF door just to shield that and hide it away because Jess thinks she's going to put yarn at the top here and I don't want it to cause a bit of a fire hazard. So this morning I've been to B&Q and I've grabbed myself a little doorknob and some brackets to build like an MDF door. It's not going to be anything special. I'm just going to cut something to size just to hide it away. But this room is our main task for today. Unfortunately, time is against us and we're kind of in go, go, go mode. We want to paint this room completely white and start fresh like we did with the bedroom. Before we move back in. The walls are quite damaged and even around the door frames aren't looking very pretty. And we have just about 3 to 4 weeks before we move back in here. And I don't want to live here and paint this room at the same time because when I put my desk and stuff back in, like my computer, I won't want to paint this room. We also still have our corridor and our bathroom and Benjamin's room to do. But I'm thinking that now that the bedroom's done, Jess can work out of there. And if we do the lounge, I can work out of here. We can actually live here and still decorate because fixing this mold issue is something that still needs to be solved. Benjamin's room definitely needs to freshen up and this bathroom is definitely seeing better days. But for now, I think we buckle down, get this place nice and tidy because oh my days, it has become quite the workspace. Honestly, whilst I was doing the bedroom, it's just become a dumping ground for all of the extra bits and bobs. So we have an idea of what we need to do today. The main focus obviously being this lounge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it up and get it ready for decorating, but also somewhere that I can work out of and do like the MDF door and stuff like that. So let's clean this place up. So I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this, and this. All so we can jump into a time lapse. This is going to take me a lot longer than I thought it would. So I've kind of moved the majority of the, my tools and equipment and stuff like that. I've got paint and like polyfiller and that kind of jazz over there. That bag is full of electrical goods. Then we've got like the drills and like all of the drill bits along with like screws and stuff like that. And then obviously the saws. That is a majority of the tools I own apart from like a box full of random bits and bobs in there. But I'm now trying to kind of think where I need to work from, because I can't keep it here. I need access to obviously all of the walls that I intend to paint. So keeping stuff in the middle is ideal. And then obviously to use like the saw and stuff like that, I need a surface to work off of. So in order to empty all of this and remove things like that, I think we should probably clear out the kitchen, get rid of all the stuff on the surfaces. Then I can keep all the tools and the paints and stuff in the kitchen. And when I need to use a worktop, I can use the bar here. Then it's just a case of cleaning everything up and moving furniture out so I can actually access the walls. I didn't realize when I was jumping into the flat today that I was in for a bit of a tidy up. All right, let's clean this one with magic. So with a click of the fingers, we've got it clean. Now that the kitchen is much tidier, I need to get all of the tools and put them in there. And I'm now realizing as I move this, that if I'd taken a second to think about it, I should have done this first. Oh, well, it's done now. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Okay, now that I feel like we're essentially back to where we started, even though I have moved the tools and stuff like that, let's tidy up this room. So we're going to completely empty this area, take everything off the walls, including the shelves and all this good stuff that I put up literally a few weeks ago. Again, should have done things right the first time. Then we're going to move all of this stuff, take the TV off the wall as well. I think I might have to put this in the corridor or something like that, take all these units out and basically get ready to paint all the walls. It is going to be a mammoth of a task because I don't really have anywhere to put these things, but we'll figure it out as we go. And yep, you guessed it, we're in for another time lapse. Holy moly, that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. But we indeed have our blank canvas to work with. I need to take that down, but otherwise, Everything's cleared out. This wall took an absolute beating. Like, the screws I put in here were so long. Let me show you. I'm not sure why when I fitted the TV, I decided to put screws in this big, but one of them got stuck in there and I had a tough time getting it off. Also, this paint, it kind of like peels off like it's like wallpaper. It's I don't know what it is about it. I didn't buy the paint, but yeah, it comes off really weirdly. So I'm a bit intrigued about how I'm going to fix these walls up. I assume, like everything else, I'm just going to sand them down the best I can, and then obviously I'm going to prime the walls. But man, there's a lot to do. Not only do we need to like repair the walls in like several locations, but I'm not sure if you can tell, this is a very big room. So there's a lot of surface area to cover when it comes to like painting it. And I hate painting, but it needs to be done. I also came to realize that we can quite literally only do one room at a time because all of the stuff that was in here is now down here in the corridor. Fortunately enough, I can shove it against the wall and we can still walk down it, but damn. All the lounge is in here. But right, before we continue on with the rest of this vlog, I actually need your help because me and Jess are in a bit of a weird spot with this room where we don't know what to do with it because a lot of the furniture is quite dark, like my desk, for example. The worktops are obviously black. But we're going to paint the whole room white and give it the same treatment that we gave this room. But after we paint it white, we don't really know what we want to do with it. Obviously, in that corner, I'm going to have like my desk and my office space. All that kind of stuff is going to stay the same. But again, the furniture's black. So I'm like, we don't really want the dark vibes anymore, which is why I need to paint all the walls and get rid of, you know, the damage and the gray because it's sucks the life out of the room. And then we do intend on putting like a bench here with a dining table in this space here. So we've actually got more room to kind of work with, like when Benjamin wants to sit down at the table and we like to sit together and have dinner. Because for countless years now, Jess and Benjamin have sat at the bar and I have sat at my desk and we've all kind of just done our own things. And one of the nice things about the Airbnb is that we've had a table to all sit around. So we're going to get a dining table and put it there. The TV will most likely go back on the wall. But again, if you have any ideas as to what you would do with this room, I'm going to zoom out here real quick. Let me know in the comments down below, please. I really do need some inspiration as to what we can do with it. Might be due another trip back to IKEA to get some more inspiration, but even like putting shelves across the top here just for more storage, and then obviously the bench is going to go on the ground there. We'll have storage underneath it, and there's more storage solutions because we have so much stuff. If you look at all of my tools, like I don't have a garage. I don't have anywhere to put all this stuff, so I don't honestly know what I'm going to do with it. I think for now I'm going to probably put it in the cupboard underneath the bar, but we have most definitely outgrown this place. And we'll try to be as practical as possible with the space because we can't go anywhere right now. So yeah, if you have any ideas, then please do let me know in the comments down below. I'll be taking all feedback on board and any suggestions that you have. I obviously, like I said before, and I've said many times, despite my ingenuity and how good I personally think the bedroom looks. Take one more moment to gas myself up about what I have achieved in here. I am not qualified. I have no idea really what I'm doing. I learn as I go. I do a lot of research online before I undertake tasks like this, but unfortunately, I managed to pull them off and it does look quite good. But any feedback you have, if you are a painter decorator, if you're someone who does carpentry, if you know anything about the trade or like interior design, maybe you're just someone who likes to, you know, decorate houses. Maybe you play The Sims and you have a good idea like of what you would do with a bedroom or a lounge or something like that. Please do let me know in the comments down below. All right, that's enough rambling. I've got stuff to do. And so I've got my MDF out, I've drawn a square, and we're going to saw ourselves a new door. And would you look at that, we've got ourselves a new door. The question is, does it fit in the hole? Yes, it does. Beautiful! And with a little doorknob installed, I just need to screw in a couple of brackets. And after racking my brain a little bit, I've managed to get them securely on. We just need to fix that up there. One bodge job later, we've got a door. So when I want access to the cables, I've got access. I don't have to worry about starting any electrical fires. Just need to paint that white later on. Next up is to try and install a radiator. It should be nice and easy. I'm pretty sure it's literally a plug and play radiator. Yep, we just plug this thing into the wall and it's good to go. The only annoying part is the plug is on the right side of the radiator and the sockets are all the way over there, so hopefully this reaches. I can get it to come as far as here, but I don't know if I can run the cable beyond the back. I feel like I can, but I'm not sure. After further inspection, there's a cable that runs straight through the middle of this thing inside, so it's going to be perfectly fine. A few screws later and a couple of holes with the help from a friend, we have got ourselves a level fix-it thing on the wall. What's that called? Bracket, thank you. And then this should, in theory, just go on here Nice and easy. It's your head in the camera. You're not helping the camera situation, kiddo.
Why?
Ta-da! We did it. High five. We've got ourselves a new radiator. All right, with a flick of a switch, let's see if this thing works. Another switch down here, I think. I don't know how this actually... Oh, there you go. Look at that. Handy. Watch out, kiddo. This thing is actually controlled by Wi-Fi. I need to get the app. But hopefully this will warm up the place. Because one thing is really for sure, since we've been coming back here and doing DIY, is it is bloody cold. A few seconds later and I'll jump up to 30 degrees. It is actually getting really warm. Nice. All right, it is time to get quite dark. And I think we are mostly done with the bits and bobs and getting this room completely cleaned. Even though I've already started to make a mess. I think I'm going to wrap it up here for today. So if you do have any ideas, then please do let me know in the comments down below. And if you're enjoying the DIY vlogs and you want them to keep continuing, then make sure you do leave a thumbs up. I would genuinely appreciate it. And if you're new, then make sure you subscribe because we are on the road to 25k. Let's make that the next goal. But from DIY Dave, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Peace, much love. Bye-bye.